Yo, what up, internet? It's the one and only legend of winning, aka Low. Don't finish my intro.
I thought that's what you were going for.
Don't finish
you gave me the alley.
No. You're not Low. You're agent. All right. Yo, for everybody out there who's supporting the podcast, make sure you check us out every Monday and Thursday. I don't think we should probably make that clear. Like, we haven't made that clear yet. We should make it clear.
Yeah.
That the podcast will be uploaded on all platforms on Monday and Thursday, both visual and audio, so you don't have to like wait or anything like that. Shouts out to Spotify users, all the Apple listeners out there, Google
Stitcher,
Play,
Stitcher guys,
Stitcher, you know, all that stuff. People out there with the aux cord, shout out to you too. And of course, as always, hit us up on YouTube if you want to see the visuals. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Noti gang.
Yeah, when you gonna mute your fucking phone, bro?
Let me mute my phone, bro.
In fact, let me do that too. I just don't get messages.
Jesus.
I have it on. Nobody likes me, so I don't get messages.
Yo, on my left, who I got on my left?
Agent Zero.
Are you in the frame? It sounds like you. Oh, you are.
I am in the frame. What's good with y'all, man?
You're far from me.
You want to get closer?
Yeah, come on, hold on, man. You're closer. Yo.
This is boom scissor arms. That's what they're for, man.
Facts. So what's good with you, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I've been so happy with how this podcast has been growing. I saved this shit just because it made me so happy, but it's been a lot of people saying stuff like this. Somebody, Mac on Twitter, says, I had to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He said, didn't think peer-to-peer would be good, but figured I'd give it a chance since my favorite YouTuber. But gotta say, Agent, you're killing it. This shit's amazing. And I guess this is because
you mean at me?
Nah, because he wasn't fucking with you.
Add me on Twitter, Legend of Winning. Let me know the vibes. Let me know what's going on.
No, but it's like, because I think a lot of the people they don't listen to podcasts ever. So then they're like, all right, let's just see what the fuck Agent's talking about.
And Low.
But mostly.
Oh.
Right? But nah, it's been really, really dope. I've read every single comment that's been posted.
Also, for the people out there who's saying like, yo, Low, cut it out with a champion hoodie. You've been wearing it too many times already.
Facts.
Stop.
He has no rotation.
Stop. We were literally recording some of those podcasts on the same day, and we recorded them like 2 or 3 weeks in advance to kind of get ahead.
Yeah.
And then we kind of realized we got to stop doing that because current events happen. So we just stopped doing that. But yo,
don't on current events.
Don't be coming after me. But shout out to Duke. Shout out to Phantom.
Yeah, I really enjoyed. I watched all of them back like 2 times. I'm a fan of my own podcast.
You didn't.
I'm not playing with you.
You didn't, bro.
All right, we can look at the analytics, my guy. It's going to say there's watch time from this specific IP address.
Okay. All right.
Justin Bieber told me that if I just put it in the playlist and I kept it.
Yeah, that's facts. Yo.
It's against TOS. Don't say that.
So how we gonna start this off, bro?
I don't know. What you been up to? I've been. Should I talk about it? Because you told me not to talk about it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't know why I asked you. I've been trying new shit. Actually, that's the thing. I don't know. Yeah, no. But wait, hold on. Not that long, not like that.
I know, but I'll tell you what I've been trying though. I don't think people want to hear you trying new positions.
They will. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, you're not talking about the.
No,
you're not talking about the back door. Oh, okay, my bad. All right, my bad. I put. Man,
what the hell?
Yo, cut that out.
You're editing it. Don't talk to yourself.
Yeah, yo, Low, cut that out, yo.
So, in the last few weeks, I've just been I had this burst to just try random shit. I walked into Dick's Sporting Goods and I saw a fucking recurve bow. So I was like, hold on now. That looks like some shit I want to do. And if you remember, I wish I had it on. My old Agent Range t-shirts, I had a dude with a bow and arrow. Back in the day when I had 50K on YouTube, what was my profile picture? It was a dude with it was me in a stiletto with
stiletto,
an outline
silhouette.
Oh, what's the
stiletto? Is a hill. It's a pump.
No.
Yeah, no. You was in the stiletto?
No, I wasn't in that.
The stilettos. Hills.
So I've always been into archery. My favorite celebration has always been Wesley Matthews. You know what I mean?
That can't be your favorite.
It is. And Dirk's one where he but anyway, besides the point. So I bought a recurve bow and some arrows, and me and Walida just been fucking around practicing in the backyard and shit.
Leaving the mess.
Yeah, it's a disaster in there. We have targets and everything. And so I'm okay, I'm kind of liking where this is going. I just bought boxing gloves randomly. Dick's Sporting Goods is the greatest fucking store on earth. We need to get a sponsor by them. I just walked in there and it was like heaven. I bought some.
Have you never been in Dick's?
We don't have it in Canada. We have something called Sport Check, but it's not nearly as big as Dick's Sporting Goods. So
I thought Dick's was kind of just a common thing.
Nah, it was crazy. Me and Walid were we were having the time of our lives just checking random shit out. at
It's
Dick's.
literally right up the street too.
And then I ended up buying boxing gloves, and I started watching like bare boxing videos. And I've been boxing for like the past couple weeks by myself, just learning that shit.
Why don't you get a trainer? You know how
I don't need it. I don't YouTube, bro. How did I learn how to do YouTube? YouTube. They teach you how to do it on YouTube.
No. Oh, okay.
But something happened. So like they're like, oh, this agent, man, he loves watching these boxing videos, and they recommended me a video on my homepage, and it was midget boxing, which is
Can you say that?
yeah, I think. I mean, what else would it be called?
Little person.
I guarantee you it's not called little person boxing.
No, I mean, but
I'm
that's,
pretty sure the title itself said midget boxing.
Oh well, they shouldn't say that.
I don't know. Anyway, I just
support
saw.
all the little people out there.
Isn't that kind of condescending, little people? Like midget, right?
No, midget is like just a made up word.
Is it?
Yeah.
So what do they like to be called?
Little people. I just said little people.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of condescending. Like you're trying to beat over the bush.
No, I mean that's what they said.
All right, man. Whatever. Some little person league. Now it sounds like it's toddlers boxing. But yeah, it's equal. It's just as entertaining as you imagine in your mind. It's fucking hilarious.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, now you say that, I'm trying to figure out like when are we going to the strip club?
Oh yeah, we were supposed to do that like last month.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know why. I don't know why that correlated to strip club.
Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it?
There's a strip club in Atlanta that has little people stripping.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I might just order one to the house.
You can't just
Yo.
No, wait.
I can.
No, the way you said that, man, you can't say I can't call them midgets, but then you just order a person to the house.
I mean, order the service. I mean, come on.
Oh, okay.
I might order a little person stripper. You can though. You can do that. I might just do that.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know that existed.
Next time Davis is here, I might do that. Mm-hmm. Just so he can throw it back on him.
He's gonna leave the house if you do that.
He will. Davis be leaving like for no reason. He just like, I'm tired, I'm gone. He'll just up and leave for no reason.
Yeah.
We're supposed to go though. We need to go.
Yeah, we were supposed to go last month.
I want y'all to get harassed by strippers.
Oh, bro, come on, man. I didn't live downtown, but I've been downtown. I know how to juke unwanted situations. No eye contact. When they say something, you go, no. Like almost disrespectfully, so they know that there's no point in even pursuing further.
They're gonna be upset at you. Like, so what are you here for then?
For a good time, of course, just not with you.
Oh my god!
So I was at the Mall of Georgia. I just went to the Mall of Georgia for the first time with Waleed, and
it was trash, right?
First of all, it was huge. Second of all, they had a Dick's Sporting Goods. Crazy. Second of all, they sell like it's the block in New York, like you're in Times Square. Everywhere you go is somebody. In fact, one of the jewelers looked at me and Willie. He's like, "Oh, y'all don't have any money. You guys can't shop here." It was some Indian dude, but that was his way of selling, as if like, "Oh, I got money." Like, come on, man. I'm not 5 years old. You're not gonna trick me into bamboozle me into purchasing your product by telling me I have no money.
And then Willie dropped 5,000, right?
That's exactly what he did. No. So everyone was trying to sell me on things. I just got fucking sick of it. So when we were walking back to get to our car, this lady was like, "Hey," and she had like these brochures, and I already know how to handle that. No eye contact. But Willie keeps giving eye contact because apparently he likes talking to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, I stopped her before she said whatever she said, and it was kind of disrespectful. But I feel like as a salesperson, you're used to that. Yeah, I mean, it kind of builds up your character when you've been rejected so many times.
Of course.
So I told her, and then no joke, in the most abrupt way possible, whatever you're about to say, I don't want it. And then she just looked at me and went, "Okay." And you could see like she felt deflated. And then Waleed was like, "Why would you say it like that?" They're like, the way she was moving, Waleed, she was gonna ask 2-3 times before we got to, pushing.
Yeah.
So you just gotta let her know off rip, like whatever you're about to say, I'm not interested.
So that's gonna look wild if you go into a strip club and be like, "Look, ma'am, whatever you're about to throw it towards me, I am not interested, okay?
Yeah.
Like, don't even push and ask."
Oh, yeah.
She might say something crazy to you in a strip club.
But
I can't even say half the
That's
thing.
part of the entertainment, though.
Did you see that thing? Speaking of strippers, like the whole Super Bowl thing. You know about the stripper bowl thing?
No, I don't know about that.
So the stripper, for those of you who don't know, stripper bowl is when they actually started last year because the Super Bowl was in Atlanta, and it's like QC, which is quality control, which is Quavo, Offset, Migos, all them, right? And then also
I didn't know that. What is that? Quality control?
it's a record label
Oh, word?
with Migos.
Okay.
With Lil Yachty, like stuff like that.
Yeah, I seen him on some tracks. I didn't know what it was. It's like okay, word. Keep going.
Yeah, and like Duke Dennis, I think is not Duke Dennis.
Because I know Duke Dennis.
Yeah,
is not-
no. Duke Deuce. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
He's on it. So then they had this thing on stripper bowl, where they get a whole bunch of strippers from across the country to come down to the Super Bowl and perform.
Like where though? Where are they performing?
Wherever the Super Bowl was at. So last year,
I know, but like not in the stadium though.
Of course not, Egypt.
Okay, but where then?
You think they do it
in random strip clubs?
Bust it out?
I don't know. Man.
No. They just. I'm assuming they just rent out a warehouse. You're really concerned about the wrong thing.
All right, I'm just curious about the logistics of this Super Bowl you're speaking of.
So last year was in Atlanta, so they did it here. This year was in Miami, so they had it in Miami. So then the strippers, it was a whole bunch of them that came out to Miami.
Yeah, I saw the tweet.
It was a whole bunch of them that came out to Miami, but then someone got stuck in Miami because they think they were going to. Well, first of all, a lot of them didn't get as much money as they thought they were going to get. And then Cardi B had to come out and straight up say, like, y'all weren't really busting it down the way y'all supposed to.
She said that?
Yeah, she did, yeah.
Wow.
And he's like, because people weren't throwing the money like they were last year. So then, because last year they said they had threw over like a quarter. No, I don't say quarter. Let's say $100 million.
100? Say that again. That's not 100
million.
Nah.
Huh? What?
Where are they throwing $100 million? I'm trying to be there.
You're not going to get the money. You're not a stripper.
I might just have to.
That happened too. People were like, they were putting sticky stuff on their shoes and just stepping on it and like walking out. And there's a dude, he was like, he came out with like a whole bunch of ones just stuffed in his pants. Mm-hmm. He was like, oh, y'all crazy. Y'all just had all that money just hanging out. Anyway, again, make a long story short. So some of these girls got stuck in Miami. Some of these women, they got stuck in Miami, right?
For sure.
So they were looking mad sad and they were getting upset because they weren't getting the money they were supposed to. So then come to find out, very similar to, the back end of business, you know, you don't get as much as you anticipate. So then like they were saying they had to pay to get there. Strippers had to pay to get there and then pay to
how does this work though? Like, is it a competition or do you just show up?
I think you just got to know somebody. Like, you have to get an invitation.
Okay.
But
so it was like,
it's like top. It's like
the
top,
Pro Bowl of strippers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Shout out to Duchess at Magic City. She was down there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Duchess. She was down there. I think Miss Dime.
She watches this podcast.
She was down there too. Anyway, so yeah, you have to pay. You have to pay yourself to get there to Miami. Then you have to pay to get in to perform.
Word.
And then they take a cut out of how much money was just thrown out there as well.
So that just sounds like a bad investment.
So that's what people were that's when they were starting to realize, like, they just went all the way down there, committed all this money to taking themselves to Miami, and then some of them got stuck because they couldn't make it back because they didn't make as much money as they thought they were going to make.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's like buying a rental property, expecting it to cash flow at like, 9% rate or just some decent rate, and then it goes negative and you don't know how to pay for the property, so you're foreclosing the home. Except in this case, it's not that serious. You could take a $15 bus back to your city. Well, unless it's really far, maybe like
that's what I'm saying. So imagine if you was like, you came from Texas.
That's tough.
And if you from Atlanta, you can just do it. You can just take a bus and you be back in Atlanta in like 4 hours, something like that. But if you in Texas,
and that's why I didn't want to be a stripper. I just thought there was too much risk.
No, it's not. There's not that much risk. Like, you just be a stripper. It's not a big deal.
Oh, okay, all right.
But anyway, though, so then, yeah, you can be a stripper. I was a stripper one time. So look,
you've been doing a lot of lines since this podcast began.
I was a stripper.
I'm looking at you in your face. You wasn't no fucking stripper, man.
Chocolate Thunder.
What is that?
That was my name. That's
so cap. You just thought of the most generic ass fucking name.
When the Make It Rain song was out.
When you were like 10?
No. What song you? No. Oh no, not Fat Joe. No. Travis Porter.
I don't know who that is.
And then they did a remix with you're not from the South, so you don't really know. Yeah, it's a song.
Oh, that was that one guy who had that one hit and then never blew up again.
No, Travis Porter was a group.
Oh, okay, I don't know then.
Yeah, yeah. So it was you think it was one person, right? Travis Porter.
All right, the cap is over, bro.
No, I was a stripper. Yeah.
I don't believe you. I don't know. That's like,
I'll put my G string on and just walk around the house.
Oh my God, Lord, please.
I'm just saying, because I was a stripper.
You're making me visualize this, bro.
That's why I have a strip pole downstairs in my room.
Yeah, there's 2 stripper poles in the house.
Exactly. So I exercise.
No reason. And I don't think nobody uses them.
I do.
Yeah. All right. They're gonna think you're being serious now.
I am serious.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, the dangers is not really in the strip clubs, is what you do after the strip club.
Because insider information.
The clients get a little bit too aggressive, I had a couple of females waiting after when I got off, like,
oh yeah,
oh sexy. I'm like, come on, it's over. I'm off work. Like, calm down.
For sure, yeah.
So then that's what they were talking about. The stripper bowl is that women just got stuck like a whole bunch of stripper just got stuck, and
That's
so
tough.
then a couple of extra activities, were on the rise
Oh,
because he had to make money to get back home.
they could have just waited at a Home Depot like every other.
No, that's not how that's gonna
like
work.
everybody else.
That's not how
There's
this.
some roofing.
That's not gonna
some
work.
construction.
Anyway, long story short, make sure you know what you're getting into.
Facts.
Because like getting stuck in a whole nother state, and Miami's not even like at the top of Florida.
It's Florida.
That's all the way. That's all the
You
way.
don't want to be
down.
stuck in Florida.
You don't want to be stuck in Florida without money. Because if I had money, I wouldn't mind. I guess I wouldn't be stuck though because I had money.
Right.
So yeah, I guess you're right.
Thank you. For
I wouldn't want, but I wouldn't be one. I don't want to be stuck anywhere though.
Nah, there's plenty of places I don't mind being stuck at, like at a basketball court, or
No, I don't want to be stuck.
you could just hoop and then chill, and then hoop and chill more.
So how you gonna eat?
All right, they got a vending machine somewhere. Yeah,
So you gonna just live off of Frito-Lay chips until
I did it for 3 years. I lived off of Frito-Lay chips.
You gonna live off Frito-Lay chips and Powerades?
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Nah. Anyway, yeah. Don't make sure you understand. The logistics of what's going on.
For sure.
Make sure you don't get caught and stuck.
That's for all the aspiring strippers out there.
Just in general though, but yeah, definitely you're a stripper. It's a dangerous life outside of the strip club. Make sure you walk home with a buddy. That's all I had to do. Walk to my car.
You had
with
a buddy?
Yeah, of course. I had a buddy. You know what I'm saying?
It was crazy. My area, it was so unique growing up. It was almost like 50% plus Chinese. There was like a lot of Indian, Sri Lankan, Pakistani. So it wasn't like a normal demographic, but crime was so low that I lived there for 6 years. And like 6th year, I was in like, I don't know, I think I was in 6th and 7th grade. I remember there was like a person that kidnapped somebody, and it was massive news. Because like, what the hell is a person kidnapping?
You sure it wasn't you when you got?
I guarantee it wasn't me. It wasn't me. But it was such crazy news to everybody because we just assumed there was no crime at all.
I can tell because you move that way too. When we're out and about, y'all just move like nothing can happen to y'all. I'm like, I don't know what y'all doing right now.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's so odd. Like now I have to kind of watch out depending on where I'm at. I first realized that when I was in DC, and there was a lot of high school students around, and a lot of them knew who I was, and Davis was wearing too much fucking jewelry. So I was like, oh, I can't just be out here. Because a lot of people would think, all right, it's not like a invalid concern. If you see me walking, you're not going to think I have money, so you're not going to ever try me. But if you know who I am, then you're going to know that I'm not trying to be hard ever. So it's not like I'm going to be strapped or I'm going to fight back.
But you do got that 40 on you.
I don't. And it's like, even if, let's say, because I am trying to learn mixed martial arts, but even if I knew how
That's not going to save you, bro.
it won't. But let's say like I knew jujitsu and I could like take a guy down, right?
Okay.
I still wouldn't do it because I don't want to risk the $50,000, $100,000 lawsuit. Masai just got sued today.
Which is crazy.
And he's the president of the Raptors. He wants to celebrate after the Raptors win the championship, and a bozo officer's not letting him on the court because he thinks that he doesn't know who Masai is.
Yeah.
It's your job as an officer to know who's allowed on and off the court. And the president of the Raptors organization, one of the most well-known people in any front office of any sport, you should know who the fuck that is. But he just sued Masai today.
In Canada.
Yes. No, it wasn't. It wasn't in Canada. It was in Golden State or Oakland.
Oh, it was? I thought they went on their home.
Yeah, so it's like...
Still, though, yeah, you should...
So Masai gets sued, and the guy claimed that there was permanent damage done for like a shove like this.
Yeah.
So imagine like if I do any kind of like actual act of physical aggression towards somebody. It's like, I'm not trying to deal with all that. Who was it? I think it was The Game posted on Twitter the other day, and he was like, yeah, it's not worth it getting into confrontation because he had to spend $12 million in his career just on lawyer fees. Which is wild.
That's wild. You know what I'm saying?
Wild.
To think that's basically $1 million a year.
Mm-hmm. And he was saying that
that's way too much.
It'd be the hardest people, like gangsters, that end up suing you. So regardless of how hard you think someone is, they wouldn't take you to court, not civil court at least. Yeah, it happens. So yeah, I mean, I never really been in, but now I have to watch out just a little bit, depending on where I'm at.
I'm gonna be honest with you. As long as I've been in Atlanta, I haven't even... The amount of shootings that has happened since y'all have been here,
it's fucking insane.
It's really, really insane. It's kind of scary, especially because it's at malls, one of which is like literally like 15 minutes away.
We go
from
there
here.
all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like the fact that it just happens that frequently, because of course, I mean, we in the South, so I'm assuming it happens, but not as frequent as it's been happening like recently.
Word.
So yeah, y'all gotta chill out. I know Davis. He's trying to get that ice on him.
I know how to, but I don't think anyone's gonna try me.
I'm gonna start wearing fake jewelry.
But they're gonna think it's real.
Exactly. So if they just rob me, it's like I don't really care.
Test it at home.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Can you imagine? He's like, yo, I know him, bro. He should have money. How is this fake?
Yeah. There's so I booked that because there's some places I don't like. Where are we going? I have to know where the destination is. Is it like if it's a good area, I'll take my M4. If we're going downtown, very low situation, which I bring my M4.
Very, very low.
I went to Kel's Kitchen with my M4, which is like in the hood.
the one down the street from Magic City?
Yeah. Yeah, you're crazy. And I should have.
What time was it?
It was late. It was like 8 p.m., but it was night. It was night because it was winter.
No, yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah, and everybody was looking.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yes.
I felt like I was in a fishbowl, even with my tints, and I was like, I can never do this again. Ever do
you by
this
yourself?
again. Yeah, I was by myself.
You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Because even when we went to that gas station that time, I don't think you had your underbody glow at that time.
Nah, I didn't.
You know, because it would have looked crazy. And it was crazy. You was like, I'm about to walk outside. And I was like, no. I'll go and you stay in the car because somebody need to stay in the car just in case something happens.
Yeah.
So don't do that. Yeah, know where you going. Know y'all around y'all surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Too many people end up losing their lives and stuff like that. End up losing things that's real valuable to them just because they trying to prove a point or some stupid stuff.
Well, who's trying to prove a point in like what? Getting mugged? How do you prove a point?
No, like you said, the game. Like you trying to prove a point of being tough and stuff like that, or you just. Even like I be trying to tell Davis that sometimes too. Like, man, like it ain't. I mean, it don't really matter what other people know what you got or not. Like, there's no point in you really wearing the jewelry or some shit like that. That's why when I get my car, I'm gonna get a used Toyota Camry 2009.
That's what I'm talking about.
People don't need to know what I got. They don't need to know.
That's what I'm talking about.
When I hop out my 2009 Camry with 175,000 miles on it. Oh, they need to know. Like,
you got 175,000 in a 2009 Camry in a decade. That'd be wild.
How many miles do you think that Highlander has? 2005.
You said like 300,000.
300,000 miles. Still running too. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just because I don't. It's just pointless. And I'll be fighting back and forth because like I've been fighting back and forth with what type of car I'm getting and stuff like that. But every single time
they don't know. It's the first time they're hearing. He's getting a new car. He has like an old ass Highlander.
Yeah, I have an old Highlander.
And it's a bad look because we live in a good community and he has the worst car in the whole community.
Yeah, I don't really care though, because especially because we're outside of like where we live, the other places that I go, I don't want people to know.
That's facts, actually.
Yeah, I just don't want.
That's why I have my
know.
Land Rover. It's so nice to have a low key car you ain't got to worry about.
I really don't want people to know that I even if I'm flexing that I have money, or even if I'm fronting if I have money, I just don't want people to insinuate what I have or what I don't have. And like you said, like sometimes when we was out and we be in the car, you be like, man, this is such a breeze that we can just walk away from the car and we don't have to worry about anybody breaking into the car, because it is.
To the point where I actually bought a GPS, by the way, and I put it in my car. I just had to recharge it every 2 weeks. But now even if someone takes my car, I'm getting that shit back.
Yeah. But see, like I definitely don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. And
so I want to keep living my life like that, where I don't have to worry about minor things like that, or even if something happens to the car, it's just a car, so it don't really matter. But yeah, that's kind of weird. But I think that's just something that most people go through anyway when they like start having success.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to, put themselves in a situation to where they think that materialistic things are the only way to show value towards success. And so I think that's what a lot of young people do, especially, Davis is fairly young. We all young, but it is something that we fight with. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy?
How tough our lives are.
Very tall, man.
Man, so tough, man. So tough, man. I can't even try to figure out how I'm gonna spend my money. Oh man, so tough. I don't want people to rob me because how much money I have.
Isn't that crazy that's the problem? Like, they're gonna take you serious.
Yeah, no, let me stop. Act like I make millions of dollars, something like that.
You know what's crazy? I think gaming taught me like to keep it cool. A lot of like you're fine, but a lot of people I speak to that aren't like didn't grow up the way that I grew up. They get mad sensitive really quickly about certain things. Like I can't say certain words or have certain arguments around them. Like if we've had serious arguments, and then 5 minutes later we're like watching Netflix together in the collab room.
I think we only had one serious argument. Okay.
I do it with Waleed like every week, where we're fucking fighting about something, and then like we work it out, and then like 5 minutes later we're drifting. But it's like, because like let's say I'm playing video games. I'm on PC. I'm in a Rainbow Six lobby, right? I'm being called a hard R in every third lobby. And that's not an exaggeration.
Yeah.
And so if I was to get furious every single time that happened, I would absolutely lose my mind. And so I've just grown accustomed to it. So it's like, I'm not happy that stuff is happening, but I'm most definitely not going to let them win by reacting emotionally. So that's just how I move in general. That's just generally. In fact, there was a time.
But when you do it to somebody in person, though, it's a little bit more.
No, I still wouldn't. I can't, know, but I can't react because one, I'm not trying to go to court and fight that shit for a whole year.
Yeah.
But two, who am I trying to prove anything to? Nobody thinks I'm hard. I don't have like a reputation. Like I had to fight back if something happens. Like you could try me, and then like I don't have cash. None of my cards have tap, and then like you're not gonna win anything from me. You have my ID. Congratulations. And then I'm gonna just get another one tomorrow. So it's like, I'm confrontational, but I never let things ever get to a point, even in public with people I don't know, where I might potentially do something that I'll regret.
So you got into a fight before? You never got into a fight?
I've gotten into a couple fights, but it was always broken up quickly. It wasn't fights.
You young though?
Yeah, very young.
Okay.
Like I think one in grade 6 and one in like grade 11. So not any time.
You win any of them?
They got broken up.
Oh, so it's not even.
I wouldn't consider it a
So
fight.
you lost. So
it's like 15
So you
seconds.
lost.
It wasn't no loss.
So you lost.
Nah.
It's cool. I got my ass beat before, so it's cool.
But I'm saying I didn't though.
Cool.
You're saying you got your ass beat.
No, I'm just trying to make sure you feel comfortable because nobody says that. Either you won or you lost. That's
But I just said that I don't have a reputation to uphold.
We all lose some. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, for sure.
But you live.
You live to fight another day.
That's
yes, sir. But I would like to learn how to fight just to know that, like, if you try me, I know I could fuck you up. Just have that kind of energy. I was watching.
That's very toxic.
It's not toxic because I wouldn't want to learn how to fight to get into fights. I just want to learn how to fight just to know that I could defend myself. And then if you could defend yourself in any situation, then you move with a little bit like with some confidence. Like you could try, because things are gonna happen regardless.
Use that same logic with guns.
You can, like, if you know how to use a gun, then you can protect yourself.
But how ridiculous does that sound when you very rarely will ever have to use one?
That's true. You very rarely ever will have to. I was watching a video about a situation where Joe Rogan was on one of the TV shows he was hosting, and one of the dudes, buff as shit, one of the bodybuilder types, was acting up. It was Joe Rogan, bro. Stop playing with him. And he just put the guy into like a clinch, and the guy couldn't do nothing. Embarrassing. The dude's big as fuck, but he couldn't do nothing because Joe Rogan knew how to fight. And it's like, yo, there's so much respect for that, because he wasn't trying to harm the guy. He didn't harm him. He just restrained him. And it's like, all right, so then if you could do that, then it's like you know how to diffuse a situation. You know what I mean? Without making it escalate. Yeah. So that's the type of time I'm trying to be on.
That's mad embarrassing though.
It would be embarrassing.
I would have to leave the room.
Imagine if you was like a 220-pound big ass bodybuilder and you got put in the clinch.
I had to leave the room immediately. I couldn't even like be around y'all no more. I couldn't even be around.
Yeah. But I always told myself like, oh, when I lose weight, I must like learn jujitsu. But it's like, man, fuck, I haven't. It's been like 3 years. I've just been gaining weight. You know, up until like 4 or 5 months ago, when I finally started losing weight, I'm like, I'm not gonna wait for me to lose weight. I'm just gonna start boxing and trying like mixed martial arts and just see which one I enjoy most.
But is jujitsu like one of those things where like, if we out and about and then somebody push us and shove and we start getting in a fight, do you have to like get in a stance, be like, oh, hold on, wait. You gotta like get the frame on
one.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you gotta do all that, if you gotta do all that,
nah, you ain't gotta.
You just gonna get your ass beat.
Nah, so it's like jujitsu is like, correct me if I'm wrong, because there's gonna be some MMA buff in the comments like, actually, agent, but jujitsu is like, I'd say like the art of submission, like, you know, ankle locks.
Oh, okay.
So it's like to be able to like pin somebody. So Muay Thai is more like.
Do that
But it's like, but if you learn some Muay Thai, it's the art of like striking. You put people in clinches. You learn how to control them. Or judo is like a lot of takedown. Wrestling is a lot of control because, the only reason I know wrestling is because our university was fantastic at wrestling. So there's a lot of wrestling events. So I just watch people wrestle, and I have a couple friends who are wrestlers on the team. But all that shit is so fascinating to me. So like while I'm here like trying random new things and just seeing what I like, I might as well just try like a whole bunch of different disciplines and see which one that I'm really into, and then just dive deep into that. And then like I was watching a video where Wiz Khalifa he's been boxing for like 2 years, and he looks really, really good doing it too. And he doesn't do it for clout or nothing, just to
exercise.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. So that's the type of time I'm trying to be on.
That's good. No, it is. It's really, really good exercise. That and wrestling, boxing, stripping, soccer.
Huh? You added that in there to be funny. I can see that little smile on your face.
What?
All right, keep going.
Because it's like it's really good cardio, upper body training. Did you see that stripper fall?
Yes. And I think 50 Cent reposted it on Instagram.
No, that's
and she kept shaking her ass after she fell from like 30 feet.
Yo, that was wild. And then she had to get surgery in her jaw and stuff.
Oh,
like
for
that.
real?
Yeah, of course.
Ooh, yo, she's a trooper. And she was shaking her ass. When she fell, was stunned, and she's like, "Oh no, I gotta keep working.
Gotta keep working for them dollars. Gotta keep working for them dollars."
Hey, real quick before you continue, only reason I'm sweating is because I made it hot as fuck in this room earlier.
I'm not sweating though.
I get that, but I have a hat on and I have a shirt under this hoodie.
I have a shirt under this hoodie.
You a hater, bro.
No,
you a hater. You a hater. But the heater is hitting me directly from here.
Oh, you want to switch?
No, I don't want to switch.
Oh, you want to make because you good?
I'm good. I'm just saying they know because I don't want them to think that I'm sweating for no reason. I haven't sweated in the video in like forever.
Well, if you cut the sweat out, then of course you're not gonna sweat in the video forever.
I don't cut it out.
Oh.
Man, you full of it.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad. Anyway,
we should do it together. I know you're talking about yoga. Just fuck yoga, bro. Let's do some mixed martial arts.
I gotta still get my stretches in though.
You can stretch beforehand for sure.
Get my reps in.
Oh yeah.
Get my yeah. I was gonna make up a position. I don't know what it is.
I just know like downward dog. That's the only one I know.
Yeah, downward dog.
You gonna practice the downward dog.
Downward dog.
Yeah.
Yo, do you want to talk about this Gayle King thing, this Kobe?
I don't really have an opinion on it, but go ahead.
I mean, you ain't got to if you don't.
No, you go talk about it, and I'm just gonna agree with whatever Snoop said.
Oh, because somebody actually said this in our last podcast on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. No, the gang. Gayle King, she was interviewing Lisa Leslie, I believe about a week ago, and in the interview, this discussion of Kobe Bryant, his legacy, and his impact on Lisa Leslie and potentially the NBA and the basketball community at large came into the conversation. And I didn't see the entire interview, but I did see a little bit before it to try to put the controversial section into a bit more context. And they did touch upon some of the more positive aspects of Kobe's career to their credit. However, there is, I also want to make sure that Gayle King, people understand Gayle King, she's not an editor or anything like that. So she's not the one who specifically chose that clip to be put out on social media to promote the interview, which is also very nasty from the network to specifically only use that clip to promote Lisa Leslie's interview. That's just ridiculous. Anyway,
hold on, pause. That's the first time I made that connection. They used his death to promote an interview with someone. It's not Kobe's family member or nothing. It's someone who knew him.
Exactly.
But it's like, wow, okay, all right.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
So then, in the interview, after they got done touching on Kobe in a more positive light, they started to kind of veer into another direction, and Gayle King kind of alluded to the idea that Kobe's legacy is a bit confusing. It has some trouble past, which to me is ridiculous because it's not like no one is perfect. I mean, everyone has their flaws. But then she started to,
except LeBron, but then he became a communist. So,
so then she brought up the allegations of Kobe that he had in the mid 2000s that kind of derailed a lot of what was going on in his career, especially in his personal life.
Yeah,
and then Lisa Leslie's like straight up saying like, in
my experience, he's never done anything like that.
Straight up, like at first she was like trying to brush it off, and then straight up said, yeah, in my experience, she's not like that. So then Gayle King doubles down on it and says,
but you wouldn't know.
But you wouldn't know though.
It's like, why are you pressing her about that?
So people that don't know, in the trial that Kobe had to go to, he was found not guilty.
No, it was settled.
No.
The case was dropped, wasn't it?
No.
No, he was found not guilty?
There was a civil, and then there was a yeah. The one of them was just dropped. You're right, it was dropped.
And the civil one,
and then the civil one was settled.
Wow.
So exactly.
So wait, pause.
Exactly.
So then she waited till his life was.
So that's the point that everybody's upset about because, and this is the part that I'm really upset about. Gayle King waits until he passes away to start bringing things up, and there's a lot of people who are starting to bring this up as well. Maybe not a lot. But there's a lot. There are quite a few people in the media who are using Kobe's death as some type of talking point in their conversations or interviews that are just ridiculous. Because Rachel Nicholson did that as well, and then even Shannon Sharp kind of alluded to it. But to sit there and I'm just confused about pressing on an idea or pressing on a part of someone's life that was A, so long ago. B, you could have talked about it to the man while he was still alive.
Literally.
And seeing more importantly, the fact that the case was dropped, if you knew the evidence, you actually did research for it, it really wasn't.
There wasn't any evidence really to support it. That's why it was dropped.
Exactly. There really wasn't any evidence.
So then they're like, all right, but then Kobe settled, which means she got something out of it, whether it was money or whatever. So then people just kind of assume guilt because of that. But it's like, no, there's plenty of situations in which it would make sense, even for me, to settle with somebody, even if I didn't do anything. Like, just for hypothetical situation, if all the press that trial would bring would be more negative than any money that I could give her, then I would just settle.
Exactly.
But then it's like, you can't then make it seem as if he did something, especially if all the evidence points to the contrary. So then she hopped on and I think it was on one of the social media platforms, and she was like,
Facebook.
It was she was like, my editors, I talked to them, they posted this one specific clip, but throughout the whole interview, like, that's not all we talked about. She was trying to say, like, add context to it, but it's like,
but it really wasn't. It really wasn't that much context to be added. It was just that they did speak on Kobe in a more positive light before, but that clip does provide enough context to that segment of the interview.
Yeah.
So it's not like that is taken out of context. No.
So interesting situation. You know what I mean? In general, when it comes to things, if Snoop Dogg feels passionately about it, I tend to agree with Snoop Dogg.
To me, Snoop was like a little bit outrageous by calling her out her name and stuff like that.
Nah, even I saw 50 was the first person that I saw like react to the thing.
But I'm kind of pro not, you know, that I'm pro not calling women out of their names and stuff like that, you know.
There's a guy who died, legendary.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying they have to agree, because I definitely don't agree with her.
If there was ever a time, it would be right about now.
The two things that really bother me is, I don't understand why they don't keep that same energy with other people in Hollywood. That's facts. There are plenty of people in Hollywood that really, really bothers me, and they don't really bring it up whatsoever. They for whatever reason, Gayle King and Oprah and a whole bunch of other older people specifically like to detail and direct their passion and disdain in one direction. I just don't understand it whatsoever. But more importantly, the thing that really bothers me is that recently there has been, especially because independent creators have been given a way larger platform, this new generation of content creators and actors and actress editors and people who are trying to get involved with Hollywood and in the media space. Those are the people who have really been pushing the, women's rights, minorities' rights, trying to make sure they prioritize certain aspects and responsibility that it should be placed on people higher ups so they don't take advantage of other people below them. Mm-hmm. And if it wasn't for those people, let's just be honest, and this goes beyond even women's rights and blacks. I mean, even what we talk about how, these sponsorships trying to take advantage of people and stuff like that. It's just a standard that's been set from young. I'm just waiting.
When it's business, it's just kind of business. You just have to know not to be taken advantage of.
But from a younger audience, though, we're the one who's really setting the younger generation is setting that tone. So then when I hear like the older generation try to piggyback off of that, as if like you weren't in Hollywood for the past 30 years and just allowing this to happen. Like the whole R. Kelly thing to me to this day still blows my mind away, because it's like there was a whole tape out and y'all just said okay and y'all kept listening to his music.
That's true. In fact, even when all that stuff was exploding, R. Kelly was doing shows and people people were still just going. And so now all of a sudden it matters, but like y'all knew about this stuff going on for years now. Like Harvey Weinstein, he been doing that nasty stuff for years. Word.
But now all of a sudden, oh yeah, me too. Mm-hmm. No, you weren't saying nothing for 30 plus years. You just allowed it to happen.
Agreed.
So how now all of a sudden you're going to use that as a platform to progress your career? That's, to me, that's the nasty part.
100%. Yeah, it's an ugly situation. The guy died, right?
Yeah,
and he's a legendary player. And you think about the positive impact he's had on so many people and why he's being recognized in the Oscars and in the UFC event that just happened is like, in areas that's not even in his domain, everyone is going out of their way to recognize him because that's the kind of impact he had.
Exactly.
So why are you going out your way to slander the guy when he not only did his family just experience the most devastating loss, but you had all this time. It's not like this shit just came up and there's new evidence that no. The evidence was horrible. That's why it was what's the word? Not guilty.
You just dropped.
So what the fuck is happening right now, man?
You just did it. You just kicked the table.
Oh, my bad.
Exactly.
Yo, y'all pissing me off, man. It's Kobe Bryant we're talking about.
15 years ago.
It's Kobe fucking Bryant right now. And it's like, first of all, the fact that you could be that popular for that long and then not fuck up is crazy. You know what I mean? Which is the reason why I've applauded LeBron's ability to just not be in any controversies. And the first time he got in one, I'm pretty sure the NBA kind of like pushed him to say what he said about the whole China NBA situation. But I understand both sides of it. But in this situation, it's like, man, just what's happening right now? That shit pissed me off when I saw it happen.
Especially when it's been dropped. Like, it was dropped.
Do you see the motivation for it, though? Is they all want clicks. They want money.
And it's like, how are you going to bring that up and then use that to promote someone else's interview?
And it's...
I would be insulted if I was Lisa Leslie.
And she wasn't asking about me and the great career I don't know. I don't watch WNBA.
No.
But I'm assuming she was a legendary player. Ask about her career.
But no, she did. No, what I'm saying is, why are you using that clip to promote that interview?
Word.
Why use that? That doesn't make any sense.
But imagine if it was the other way around. Imagine if it was imagine if it was Kobe Bryant's interview and she was asking bare questions about another person. You'd be like, yo, why are you doing that? And then imagine if they use those other clips of like talking about the next man to promote Kobe's interviews. Like, yo, they're clearly doing it for views, and it worked because now everyone's talking about it.
Well, I don't think too many people actually watch that interview.
I ain't watch it. I just saw clips of it. I
don't think people actually ran to the YouTubes to click on that interview.
Yeah, that shit had me fucked up, man. It's Kobe. That shit, man, out of all people, it's Kobe. Have some respect. It's not no regular person we're talking about right now, Lo. That's Kobe we're talking about.
And the crazy part about it is, I'm gonna drop it. I don't want to say nothing crazy because I was gonna say.
I felt like you're on the verge of saying some crazy.
Some double standard stuff going on as well. I thought you were gonna say the double standard stuff, but I'll drop it.
No, but we both know.
Yeah, we know double standard. I'll drop it.
Okay,
I'll drop it.
Whew, where do we go from here? D Smoke. Wow.
Oh yeah, some great music has been dropped. Yo, D Smoke dropped the album.
Me and Lo, I don't know. It's kind of like a meme, but we're both serious about it at the same time. To me, it's a little bit of a meme. We kind of sat together and had a listening party.
But it was good music.
So
you've never done it before.
What's the show called? Rhythm and Flow.
Yeah, Rhythm and Flow.
So Cardi B, T.I.'s Rhythm and Flow show on Netflix actually did really, really well. So I'd be surprised if it didn't get a season 2. We were watching together, me, you, Waleed. I don't know if Davis was there.
No.
Yeah, and the winner of the show, he dropped some really good music, and I like lyrical rap, like conscious rap, a lot. That's my favorite type of rap, type of music in general. And it's so refreshing, Lo, to get somebody new that is on that type of time, and he's not trying to make hits. Like, and I fuck with my A Boogies and Lil TJs and like the melody and the catchy shit.
I don't.
But I also like the lyrical shit. I like the Cole and the Kendrick and
Lupe,
the Big Sean.
Stop. Say you're a guy.
Lupe
say Lupe.
Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah, say Lupe.
You know how we get down, man.
Yeah, say Lupe.
Lupe.
Yeah, and then the winner of that show,
he's so fucking good.
D Smoke, bro.
He's so good.
He dropped the album. We did listen to it together. I don't find that weird.
We're gonna play one of the songs right now.
Stop. Because we did. You know what's so crazy? I've done it before with other people. So that
listening parties
to me. Not
if I'm in a car,
I just called it a listening party. Yeah, in the car. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but that's valid. But like, you went out of your way to come all the way up here so we could sit there and deconstruct his album. Come on now, you've never done that before.
Because D Smoke just dropped the album. This is his first album.
I know, but there's bare other rappers you've never done that for.
I don't think outside of Roddy Ricch's album, I don't think I've liked the album since we've lived in here.
That's facts.
Exactly.
That's facts.
So there's nobody else to do it to.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
But then after D Smoke, Tory Lanez dropped a few songs. Nicki Minaj dropped a song that I like. I know you don't. Really
I didn't listen to it, but I heard it was good.
It's really good. I like it. Yeah. I like it. And
I'm not a hater, bro. If it's good music, I'm gonna listen to it.
I know you're sexist. You don't listen to women's music.
That's absolute cap.
I thought you were gonna say the absolute fact because it is facts.
No.
And then somebody else dropped. But yeah, that D Smoke album is amazing.
Lil Wayne dropped. You not fucking with that?
Nah. that new D Smoke drop, yo, go listen to it, yo. I feel like that's the best way to always get people's attention to like.
Shout out to that Lil Wayne album though, because Benny produced what was it called, the twerk anthem, the clap for him, I think it was called. Benny produced that shit, man.
Well,
so proud of him.
Well, shout out to that one song.
Yeah, and Mahogany was tight.
So go check out those 2 songs. That's it.
You a hater, yo.
Have you heard it?
I listened to it, yeah. Okay. There wasn't too many.
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
But I haven't really liked the Wayne album since. It's been a while since I really enjoyed the Wayne album.
So I'm supposed to support it because it's Wayne?
Kind of, yeah.
No. Stop, bro.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Whatever.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna force an opinion on you. You don't like the album.
But did you like it?
It was alright. I wouldn't say it was great, but it wasn't bad.
It was mid.
But I watched what's he the internet's busiest music nerd? Anthony Fantano. Yeah, and he gave me an opinion. He called it a light to a medium 4.
I'm surprised he gave that high, to be honest with you.
I think it might have been a 3. I'm not sure.
It sounded like more of a 3, to be honest with you.
Sometimes when I don't have an opinion, I'll just watch Anthony Fantano.
Oh, what are you doing with Valentine's Day?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. You asked me that shit like that was a transition to a topic that we like.
Because Valentine's Day is the weekend. This weekend coming up.
What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
I might go out, man. You know,
who are you going out with, man? Tell us.
I might go out. You know what's so crazy about this though? About Valentine's Day?
Huh?
It's clearly a holiday just for women.
Word.
Like clearly. But a part of me feels like I should always just try to expect something as a man, but I know like nothing's going to happen. So part of me is like, what if I think I think us as men, our standards should be different for Valentine's Day.
Word. What are you thinking, man? Talk to me.
I'm thinking like in return we should receive something, or we just not doing nothing at all.
You don't receive anything?
Exactly.
I mean, at the end of the night.
But no, look, yo, shout out to some of my men out there listening.
It's
box is not. That's not a present. That's not a gift. That's not a Valentine's Day gift.
That's true because you
exactly.
It's reciprocated both ways.
Exactly. Having sex is not. That's not a gift. Like, don't be like, ooh, I got you something, and then we just having sex. The same thing we did 2 days ago.
What if like she said like, oh, I got you something, and it was like lingerie?
No,
because that's for her.
That's just the same shit we did 2 days ago. You just dressed up now. That's all it is.
Okay.
So, pro tip.
Drop them gems, Lo. Drop a gem on them.
Do not.
Okay.
Even if you got to cancel the reservations, don't go anywhere until she hands you something first.
Word.
I'm being dead serious.
So is that what you're doing?
Facts.
You have reservations?
Oh, no, I ain't got reservations. But I got something planned.
What? Can you say it right now or no?
You know.
Who are you going with?
Surprise.
I never... No, I'm not going to say it on the
I think
pod.
we're on a double date, actually. I think I'm going to do a double date.
With who?
I mean, it's a surprise. You know?
Ain't no double date, man.
Double date at the... you got this little spot in Atlanta where you can sit down and it kind of like the restaurant kind of spins.
Oh, you're funny.
Around.
All right, so you're funny now.
No, I'm just saying, I might end up doing something like that, you know? But, again, like I said before...
I've never celebrated Valentine's Day. I've never been in a relationship when that time of the year came around, ever.
Oh, but you've been in a relationship before?
No.
Oh, okay. Cat McGee here, bro. Why do you want to tell people that you get down?
I don't, though. I'm on brand, man.
The double
people
the
would be
double
like,
agent we can the double
my
life you live. Okay.
That was my, for those who don't know, like that was my OG intro. I'll start the videos like this. What's up, guys? It's Agent Zero, the double agent you can trust, and we're back with another My GM video.
Easiest thumbnails to make.
Yo, we just copy and paste same thumbnail across. Actually, we do that for the podcast now, but I guess it's a different screenshot.
No, I'm gonna say it is a different screenshot.
But it'd be the same exact thumbnail.
Exactly.
And then I got tired of even changing the numbers, so I took out the number, and I was like, Portland Trailblazers, My GM, that's the whole series. It's gonna be the same thumbnail.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, but
you thought you was trying back then too.
Yeah, I know. which should be like that's a lesson though. Like even when you think you're trying, you could do way better. You just don't know it yet.
Facts.
I just dropped.
Yo, shout out to Kenny. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how
What's
you just.
What's he do? He just started that new like interview series. He interviewed Miles Turner. I don't know if you caught that.
Oh, I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, that was really dope.
Apparently, My GM.
Oh,
yeah, I guess that too.
That. But yeah, he's doing like a ton of things. He's a busy guy.
Well, shout out to Kenny, man. We got to get him on the podcast, bro.
Absolutely. Yes.
Use your connects. You didn't tell. Use your connects.
Oh, well, next time he comes to Atlanta. You know how it goes, right?
Okay, all right.
All right, so tell us, Lo, like, who's the special girl, man?
Oh, like I said, bro.
Drop her Insta.
But I was supposed to do that. No, I would never in my life do that. I was gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
So I start seeing someone who's older than me. Right? Mm-hmm. Now, when I say older, I'm not talking about like a year or two older. Like 40, 42-ish.
Are you lying?
Dead serious.
Word.
So I always wonder what this would be like, you know, kind of being that. I wonder what it'd be like in an hour, a minute. I don't like it because I feel like I'm being used. I feel like I'm just like a thing. Like I think she's more into the concept of me just being young. That's what I feel like.
Word, like that's her fetish or that's her thing.
Yeah, that's her fetish. Like even when we went to go like get something to eat, and she was like, "Oh no!" Like she almost like took
you want to go to like Chuck E. Cheese or something?
Oh no, stop. That's yikes. That's a yikes right there.
Absolutely.
But she was like trying to pay and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, I get it.
Oh, that's amazing.
So then I was like, you know, grown woman stuff, right? Grown woman. So then but then it kept kind of manifesting into what you're alluding to, like, oh no, I'll take care of you type of stuff.
Word.
I'm like, that's cool every now and then, but no.
No, I don't think it's ever. I like the concept of a 50-50. Like, you just handle your business, I'll handle mine.
That'll never happen.
That does happen. That does happen.
No.
No, it does.
You're not a real man if you don't really 100% take care of your woman, agent.
Okay, just for those on Spotify, Stitcher, and Google Play, let you know he put on the troll face right there. So don't expect that to be.
You're not a real man. You got to take care of your woman 100%. I saw this Twitter.
No, but I would never be in a relationship with someone that can't take care of themselves. And I get that.
Oh yeah.
Like the argument is like, oh, but before you came around, like I was doing it myself. But it's like, all right.
But
so
were
why do you?
You were barely doing it.
That's a good question. But it's like I wouldn't like. I value my independence a lot, and I like to be alone a lot. As much as I like to be with other people, I like to be alone. So I want to be able to, like, I'm handling me. I always have me. I'll never ask you to cover me because I'm always going to take care of me. That's how I grew up. When I used to play SOCOM back in the day, bro, I learned the hard way when I was like 10 years old, though. You leave your back exposed, you expect your teammate to guard it, you get bopped. You know what I mean? So I learned at a young age game, and you always had to take care of yourself. So it's like, and then you be in these group assignments and shit, and you just deal with people enough times, you know that if you don't always take care of yourself first, then you're going to be let down a lot. And so I like any person I'm in a relationship with to have that same kind of energy. Not that she's OD selfish or nothing, but just that she's independent enough to never need me, but want me. Oh man, I'm good with words. I think.
All right,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I hear you.
Yeah, hypothetically.
But if she doesn't have that same beliefs, if she believes you're supposed to take care of her,
maybe that's just the way she grew up. Actually, okay. I guess that makes sense. In Toronto, that's not a common mindset. No, that's cap. Maybe you find it like, no, that is cap. But it's more uncommon. There's more common when growing up in Toronto, or even in University of Niagara, is people just took care of themselves. Especially in university, when you live by yourself, once you're out and you're like, oh, okay, so I had to pay bills and I had to do laundry and I had to clean up and I had to take care of school and I had to make money and I had to figure this out. And it's like, it's all me. There's no one that's going to help me do it. And once you kind of move with that kind of energy, you're valid.
I get that, but I think they don't want to take care of themselves when they're not. But what they're saying is, like, if we're in a relationship, you're the man.
But nah, I don't do that.
You have to pay the bills.
No, but you're the man. What does that mean?
You're the man.
What if I walked in there and I was like,
man in the house.
What if I was like, you're the woman? All right, cook and clean. You'd be like, nigga, what, man? So it's like, all right, then don't move with the same energy.
Are you telling me that women live off of double standards? Is that what you're telling me?
That's exactly what some do, not all.
Oh, almost got you there. Okay.
Hypothetically, of course.
All right. Yeah, these are all hypotheticals.
Hypothetically, for sure.
Because we know you're not in a relationship and you don't have to go through these problems and stuff like that.
I'm not in a relationship.
Yeah, of course.
You're going to try and lead them to believe I am.
No, you're not in a relationship. Of course not. You're not in a relationship. You don't deal with these problems and you don't go out on dates.
I hope that at some point in this podcast, people could start to pick up when you're bullshitting.
I'm just saying, like, you don't do those things. Come on, man. Your bed doesn't get compromised by another individual. It's just you.
Yeah. I mean, it got compromised one time.
Oh, okay. My bad. Okay. Let me go back. Your bed, when the one time that it got compromised, it was just you.
Yeah. But it was on video, bro. It was on video. Remember? I uploaded to my channel. That's how everybody saw it.
All right. Anyway, yeah, I agree. But no, I feel like, women, you just got to, someone you got to take care of, bro.
I don't want, well, maybe that's you, bro, but I don't want that.
Nah, man, you gotta take care. That's how you feel like a man.
Can you imagine you needed that to feel like a man? Like,
there's this post on Instagram, on Twitter where this girl, she got into an accident her Mercedes got into an accident. I think I put it in the group chat too, because that's how I literally bust out laughing when she said she got into an accident with her Mercedes, and it's literally like a fender bender, like literally just the headlights are out, and then like part of the bumper, like something that you can clearly still drive in, but you can go get replaced real quick. So then she says, I worked really hard, and I got this Mercedes, I got into a accident.
Was she black?
I don't know. She was behind the camera. Okay. She wasn't talking. She was just showing her Mercedes.
Word.
And then on the text, it was just saying like she got to an accident. She worked really hard for a Mercedes, got into an accident, and it was just a fender bender. But then she's like, but my man bought me a Maserati. Because that's what real men do.
Oh man.
And of course, the Mercedes getting fixed. First of all, I don't know if y'all know, because especially since I've been looking out for cars and stuff like that, Maseratis will cost like $70,000 when you first get them.
No, it depends what.
Wait,
I'll let
it's
you
a
know.
Ghibli.
Oh, that's the cheap one, and that's new. 70,000 new.
Yeah.
So okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And it drops half price in like 3 years.
That's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm about to say. So she bought it's a Maserati Ghibli, which is the cheapest Maserati. 70.
And I don't know if you guys know this. Just watch one review of the car. It fucking sucks.
Horrible.
They just put the Maserati badge on it. The interior is like prehistoric. The car is not fast. It looks like a regular ass sedan. The Camry looks prettier than that.
Exactly.
They just put a logo on that shit. Go ahead.
So again, Maserati Ghibli, $70,000 starting off, right?
But Maserati, if you want to sponsor the podcast, let me chill.
And then she got, I was like, first of all, anybody who like decides I'm about to go drop 70 G's on a Ghibli just so I can prove my baby I'm a real man.
A real fucking man.
Can you imagine she got in the house and she was like, but babe, I got into this accident, and she was just kind of like egging him on to be like, you gonna do something about that, right?
So I could tell my 10 followers all about it.
No, this got thousands of likes.
But those weren't her followers.
Well, yeah, but I think she had a lot of followers. Anyway, yeah. So then the Ghibli, it starts off at 70,000.
She didn't.
As soon as you put like 15,000 miles on it, it immediately cuts the value in half. You'll go from 70,000 to like 40 to 35 instantly.
To be fair, M4s do that too. And so do most other German cars.
Well, she bought it used.
I think Maserati's Italian. So if you buy it used, that means you got it for like 40.
But she
or
thinks,
30, mid-30s.
But she's trying to like flex like,
this is my Maserati.
He got me a Maserati.
You know what's crazy? I was thinking about getting a Maserati Gran Turismo. Like,
if you came in this house with a Maserati.
No, this is back when I was in Toronto. I was close to getting one. I saw one with like a ton of carbon fiber. And then I thought to myself, I could just add carbon fiber myself. That's what I did with my M4. You know what I'm talking about?
Of course.
You know how I'm coming, man. But yeah, that shit to me like is really, really corny. You know what would be really attractive? Really if like, no, I don't want to say that neither, man.
No, say it. This would be attractive to me. If I were to try my girl and say, yeah, I'll go get you a new car.
And she said,
and I got the car.
No.
Yeah, she
said, I got this it.
No.
That'd be for me. I'd be like, you're valid.
No.
I'll buy the ring tomorrow.
She would be like, are you stupid? Why would you spend that much money when I can just get the car fixed?
Facts.
Because that doesn't, now she has.
Wait, was she saying in the video that he was going to buy her a new whip?
No, she already got the whip. The whip was already at the house. The Ghibli was already at the house.
But she crashed that.
No, she crashed the Mercedes.
Oh, and she said she got the Ghibli.
She got the Ghibli. Oh. Because her man, he's a real man.
Of course.
You gotta buy your girl a terrible used Italian car. That's the only way.
That's the only way she knows she's valuable.
Literally, that's the only way she knows she's valuable. Exactly. And that's the only way I'm gonna know that I'm a real man.
Absolutely. I fuck with that energy, man. 100%.
So, and another 10,000 miles and that Ghibli is barely able to fucking make it off the... When you're spending $300 to get the oil change, like, why would you do that? Makes the dumbest thing. But she was literally sitting there trying to make it seem as if like
that was a flex?
Weirdest flex in the world.
Yeah, for real. She should know enough about cars to know that wasn't... Look at the car, man. It looks like a fucking regular sedan. But it's like, it's not no like... All right, do what you want. Spend your money on whatever whip. I see plenty of whips, and now that I'm into vehicles and I'm modding my whip, when I drive around, I think about cars. I'm looking at wheels. I'm looking at there's carbon fiber there. Oh, I know this guy's a tuner car. This guy's probably gonna race me. So it's like now that I know that, I have enough information to surmise that it's a horrible car. So I'll see horrible cars that's over expensive. Like new Range Rovers is a horrible deal because most of the good features are additional expenses. Same with Porsche. Most of the good features in Porsches is add-ons after the base price. And it could run you up like a Boxster is $58,000, will run you like fucking $80,000 after you fully feature it. But But it's like besides the point. Just know enough about the car that you're driving to not like look stupid online.
But she doesn't have to worry about that.
She don't have to worry about that.
Her man bought that. Because he's a real man. You're a little boy, agent.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's what it is. You're not a real man. Yeah. You don't provide for your woman, your queen.
No, I'll say this. There's nothing wrong with buying things for her.
No, but if she gets into an accident the next day,
yeah.
So you know you on top of it. A used Ghibli.
What was a Mercedes? You know what kind of?
I don't know Mercedes like that.
Okay.
The only reason why I knew it because I was so annoyed. I had to go look up what type of Mercedes.
I didn't see that video. Now
Maseratis is.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta figure. And then as soon as I realized, like, oh, this piece of trash. I was like, yo, there's no way you about to get this off. And I was gonna say something, and I was like, that's not really worth my energy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but it's like whatever, man. Buy whatever car you want to buy. Be in whatever relationship you want to be in. I would just be frustrated if there was an expectation that I'm supposed to handle everything. Are you not a person capable of dealing with things yourself?
Would you?
All right, then move like it.
Would you care though if she was like with her money, she was saving it for like big expenses?
No. I don't want that shit. I don't want it's like I deal with this, you deal with this. No, down the fucking middle.
I might do it. I might do it that other way.
What?
Well, like if I'm taking care of something, you saving money up so we can buy like a new house or something like that.
Then you're dependent on them. Maybe that's just me. I don't ever want to be dependent
on each other.
No, you wouldn't be, nigga.
Yeah. Whoa.
You know you put that at the beginning of one of the podcasts?
Is that agent saying the N-word? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I try not to.
Is he even black? Whoa.
People say that like I'm not Ethiopian. I'm not original African. Don't move. No, people really try me like that.
You're not black, agent.
I'm Ethiopian.
We've had this conversation before. And
you
know that you know I'm not trolling.
Trust me.
And you know I'm not trolling. You're not black.
Anyway, Next
time you say that,
I don't say it in videos in general though. I don't know why you put it in last time.
Yeah, you just said it again though.
Yeah, but you can cut
because I can't keep blocking you.
It was in the intro.
I can't keep doing it.
It wasn't even the intro. It was a prologue to the fucking.
So you want me to just remember where you just say the N-word all the time and just keep cutting it out?
Yeah, whatever. You can keep it. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I forgot what I was saying though. And I felt like I was going somewhere with it.
50%, 50-50, and I said no.
Yeah, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we're not dependent. You're always dependent.
I think you would be though, because if she's handling this and you're handling this, you're relying on her to handle this, and she's relying on you to handle this, which is fine.
But you're still relying on her to handle her 50.
I guess, but you know you can handle that yourself if time came. Well, I guess that works both ways. Exactly. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I just don't like
to put him on game real quick.
I guess maybe now that I work for myself, everything is on me all the time. There's never a situation in which if a video goes up on my channel or something happens, like it's me. It's always me. It's gonna be my fault.
If you get covered rent next month, I got you.
But that would be my fault regardless. So like, let's say like Waleed messes up on an edit. It's my fault that I let it go up, but Waleed should have caught that too because he's the one editing it. That's just how I move. So it's like I'm wildly independent in that I always take responsibility. Well, I'm trying to get better at it because I used to be fucking horrible at just saying things are my fault. I guess I'm still kind of bad at it, but I'm trying to get better. But it's like if someone's always relying on you to take care of things, then they're not independent.
So you mean act like an adult?
Yeah, but then it's like they also
So you just call women children?
No, not all.
Oh wow,
just some, especially here in Atlanta.
Some,
not children. That was the word you used.
Whoa,
I mean, it's serious.
That's hectic. Yeah, I understand what you're saying though. I don't know. I just feel like that's how. Yeah, like you said, some people just raised that way though.
I get that.
I don't.
No, I mean, I get that. That's the way. That's more of like a traditional mindset. But they don't.
But why though? But why would you even want that?
I don't know.
Because that wouldn't make any sense for women to just be fighting for their rights all the time. For you to be like,
me neither.
I kind of like it back in the day.
But I get it though. I understand it. That's not something I'd be interested in. You know what I mean? Yo, you might fuck with something like that, right? I'll find. No.
What you mean?
That's an off podcast conversation.
What you mean?
Actually, I can't say shit like that because I can't tell people like, oh, there's no filter, but here Asian is filtering.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So say what you gotta say.
Nah, there's some stuff I genuinely can't say though.
No, you can't say it.
Nah.
What, tricking?
No, that's not what I was gonna say. But
what were you gonna say?
That is tricking though, right? If
that is tricking.
Something crashes and you're the one buying it, like if that's 100% a trick.
No, that's not tricking, agent.
That is tricking.
It's being a man.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. You're getting this all confused.
Oh yeah, my bad, man. I just don't understand my terminologies.
Actually, tricking is when you just spend money and she don't actually like you unless you spend the money.
Isn't that like a sugar dad? Isn't that what that is? Tricking
I
is
guess. But when I think of sugar daddy, I mean like normally someone who's older and younger.
No, it didn't have to be that. It just had to be someone with money.
So what do you think tricking is?
I don't really know.
All I know is don't do that, kids.
Facts.
Don't do that.
Don't
folks.
buy Ghiblies, first of all.
Yeah, don't. The moral of the story is don't buy a Ghibli.
You don't want to buy no Ghiblies. Let's think of some other cars people don't want to buy.
I don't know any other.
A Boxster. Don't buy a Porsche Boxster.
I don't know what that is.
Don't buy the cheapest version of an expensive brand. It's almost always gonna be fucking horrible.
Oh, I know what a Boxster is. Yeah.
Porsche Boxster.
Yeah. Because I can't remember where. I don't know if you told me or something. If you ever like been in the Boxster, something wrong with you.
Mad tiny. The only good thing about the Boxster and all Porsches, it has a mad low center of gravity. Feels like a true sports car. It's just not fast. Very slow car. And it's not luxury. It don't feel like luxury.
How much it costs? It's cheaper.
A new Boxster, it's in the 50s, I think.
Oh, that's almost like a Camry. Yo, this is the Camry. The Camry has an SRT. That's dope as hell.
For real?
Yeah.
What?
When we get done the podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this hard.
Yeah, Lowe's looking for a vehicle, so we've just been like looking at random cars, like Ford 650s.
I'm genuinely close. I'm really close to buying an F-150.
I would be so happy if you did that. You have no fucking clue. I don't know if it fit in the garage.
I don't think it would. No,
but
you would have to switch.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that neither. But it might not fit in my spot neither, because my spot's a tight turn. You might scratch it. You don't want to scratch your new F-150, nothing like that.
Of course not. Well, I might.
You might get if you get a Raptor, I'm gonna be the happiest guy ever, Lo. I'm gonna be so happy if you get a Ford Raptor.
But I might want to scratch it though.
Then fuck it.
Get some character.
Or just get to deal with the situation for you.
Oh no, that's no. But yeah, I might get some. Get a Raptor or F-150.
That'd be tough.
Put some lifts on it. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, some big wheels.
You know what I'm saying? 26, 28. Something light.
I went down. I went from 21s to I'm going to 18s.
Oh, see, no, you're not from the South like I am. When you from the South, you get them big rims.
Nah, but the reason why I have my wide body and the fender for my wide body is lower than the OEM fender for my vehicle.
Look, bro, I'm getting me a F-150.
I respect that decision.
And I'm gonna start walking around with the
with a cowboy hat.
No.
Jeans, Wrangler jeans,
Wrangler boots,
some overalls.
No, flannel.
An M4.
I'm a flannel type of guy. Flannel.
Okay, flannel.
And I'm gonna walk around with a plastic cup.
And the M9.
Oh, you don't know what that is?
Red cup.
You know when white people in the South walk around. Well, not even white people. When Southern people walk around with like a cup or a water bottle.
Nah.
They chew tobacco and they spit the.
Oh, I think you told me that before.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just start walking around.
You know what's crazy? I've kind of been interested in like their culture. Like the dude.
We have to go further south.
I'm telling you, like I was trying to convince somebody I was talking to go to like a gun show or like a rodeo. I think it was both a gun show and a rodeo.
What was this?
It was like 2 months ago.
Or something like that?
Nah, somebody else. And I was like, yo, it would be so fun. I don't know what that's like. And it's not that I think I'm gonna like it. It's just I like to try random things. You know what I mean? So I just imagine me at a rodeo. I'd be so out of place.
Are you gonna go? You gonna dress up like that or no?
Probably not. I'm just gonna. Show up like
you gotta
me.
be a part of it. You gotta be if you go further south, I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, oh wow,
yeah,
I can feel the racism.
Like the guy like down there who has like the little Trump posters.
Yeah.
I was dead. Last night when I was coming back from the gym, I was thinking about like I'm gonna just pull up to his house one day and just like talk to him. I don't know if hopefully he doesn't take.
No.
Is that crazy? I just want to ask him.
Let me say right now, don't do that.
Because there's not people like that from where I grew up. So I'm just curious why he thinks the way he thinks. I'm genuine. I'm not trying to convince him or nothing. I just really want to know why he supports him so much. The guy like is his favorite person. He has all the flags and stuff around his house. He has like a light so that even in the night you could see the posters, man. He's mad dedicated to the thing.
If you want to talk to someone like that, I can take you to someone, but don't come to nobody's house.
Yeah, you think that's crazy?
And just like knock on the door and be like, hey man.
Just have some questions for you.
I'm more like moderate to liberal, but I see you got Trump out there, so I'm gonna chop it up with you real quick.
Yeah, I genuinely was like, I need to do that just so I can know. I'm just kind of curious like why he thinks like that.
He will pull his gun out and point it to your face.
If he does that. I was trying to think of how I could win. No, it's a loss no matter what. There's a lot of fear in my heart in the moment.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, man. Yeah. But definitely a different culture here. I'm gonna start pulling up to rodeos and gun shows. Like I was at Dick's Sporting Goods. You know, they sell like guns on like the store right beside it. For like $200.
Don't they sell guns and Dick's?
Oh, they probably do too.
Yeah,
but it's like $200 for a weapon that can kill somebody. They just be selling that shit. It's like,
but you don't have a license though, so you can't buy it.
Yeah, but even when I went to
what's so crazy? I think you can buy. No, I think you can buy like a hunting gun.
That would be fucking insane if they let me do that. And I would do it.
Because when I was working at Walmart, we were selling hunting license to people of all ages.
What? There could be a 5-year-old walking in there with his fucking
okay, let me rephrase. It's not literally of all ages.
Walmart's watching this shit like, hold on, what store? Yeah,
not of all ages, but like definitely not like younger than 18 where they were getting hunting license.
Huh? Interesting. I don't need a hunting license to use my little recurve boat. Pow.
No, but if you want a gun, though. You know.
Yeah, I would get one too. If I could legally get one, I'll get one like tomorrow. And I'll just get the one that looks the prettiest with no research, like that Desert Eagle.
And if we go where I'm gonna take you at, they're gonna be like, oh no, let me tell you which one. I didn't tell you this. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I was working at this place. Not gonna say the place because I don't want nobody to lose their job. I was working at this place. And my manager, he's into guns. So we're talking about, really, they're talking about guns. But I've never, in my life, I've never owned one, never held one, never did none of that stuff, right?
Sure.
So then I'm kind of like backing up, but then they kind of like, oh, no, guns, right? And I'm like, I don't know about all that. So then they're like, nah, trust me, bro, it's not that big of a deal. I actually have one in the car right now. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. He's like, matter of fact, let me go get it real quick. I'll be right back. So I thought he was joking because he jokes a lot. I was like, funny guy. He literally brought the gun into...
Is that legal?
No.
Okay.
Exactly. He brought the gun into the workplace and they were just like, oh yeah, here you go.
He gave it to you?
No. He's trying to give it to me. He's like, here you go, man. You can hold
get
it.
that shit away from me, man. What the hell is wrong with you?
Hey. Nah, man, go ahead and hold it real quick. I'm like, what is your problem? So then one of my other coworkers was like, oh man, this is nice. Oh man, this is like he was rubbing it like he was Aladdin on the lamp. He was like, oh man, this is nice right here. This 45 right here. This good old 45 right here. I'm like, what are y'all doing? He just like
reads out the specs to let you know he knows about guns.
I'm like, stop. And then just sold it to someone else illegally.
What?
Crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I'm from Toronto, though.
I was surprised how easy that is to do.
Yeah. Well, you mean selling a gun?
Yeah, but like doing it, it never really dawned on me.
Just cash, right? Boom.
Yes, I'm saying, but it never really dawned on me like how easily that transaction could happen.
Word.
That's scary, actually.
Yeah, it is. How I grew up, if you told me somebody had a gun in school, I don't care if it's for everybody's protection. I'm not going to that school no more. So like,
have you not seen one yet?
No, I haven't.
What?
Not out in public.
We got to go. Well, we don't have to, but if you go further south, you'll definitely see more.
Yeah, but I'm a believer that we don't need the solution to guns is not more guns. But I actually am interested to hear why people think those things. I've never actually spoken to people. I just talked to, like, you just see the rhetoric on Twitter. But now that I'm here and it's like such a part of the culture in the South, I'm kind of just curious why people think this is a good idea. Because in my mind, it's the worst fucking idea possible. Now, it does seem like some fun to own a gun. It's part of the reason I bought a bow and arrow is just because it looks like some fun. But I don't think to myself, like, this is what I'm going to use to protect myself. No, it's just this looks like I kind of like it would be nice to be able to sharpshooter. You remember that? I don't want to talk about it on the pod. That video in the church and there was a shooting and then the guy reacted and sniped the dude from like 50 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was like 8 other people that had guns in that church. None of them reacted except that one guy who was like a marksman. Yeah. And he saved a whole lot of lives. But it's like, in my opinion, if the solution to it was, I don't know why we're talking about this right now. But if the solution to it was...
I'm just going to let you keep talking. You don't be talking.
But so I thought...
Politics.
I thought that video was really, really... It's not really politics.
It's not really politics, no.
I played SOCOM growing up. So I was like... Bro, I knew all about like M4A1s, M16s.
But did you really know much?
No, not really. I just knew what the games told me about them. So it's like I was always fascinated by them growing up, but I never really thought of it as like a tool to defend myself. I just thought of it as like a tool, just like a skill you can have. Just be a marksman, shoot like very accurately. I never really considered it as a practical tool to solve life's issues, but a lot of people here do. So yeah, I really just want to learn why they think that.
It's no real reason. I'm just save you the time.
I know, but like to them, there is a real reason.
It's the same thing you see on Twitter.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's the exact same thing you see on Twitter.
Yeah.
I think that's more or less it because it really wasn't that much.
True.
And the news is going on. You know,
there's plenty in the news. We just
it's plenty. I mean, you don't want to talk about what you can do for Valentine's Day, so
I don't have a Valentine's.
You do have Valentine's.
I'm telling you, I don't though.
You do.
I don't. And I don't know if I want to. Yeah, because you're right. That holiday is a little skewed. You know, I'd rather just go on a regular day.
Not even a little bit. It's a lot of skewed.
Yeah.
So, but I guess.
That's her right there. It's Phantom. Relax.
Nah. That's her name. Does he call her? You got her under Phantom on your phone?
Nah, but that would be wild if I named her after another person that I knew.
People do it all the time.
Nah, you just have to think of like a name that.
Imagine you cheating.
Me?
Yeah.
On what? On a prison?
Oh, yeah, like when you go out, when you dating the female you're dating right now, and you just start cheating on her.
I'm not dating nobody right now, and if I was, I definitely wouldn't cheat.
You loyal, okay?
No, I'll just break it off if I want.
What are you, a Taurus?
You're funny,
yo. I can't. You're funny, yo. I promise you, when women do that, that's the most annoying thing in the world. Yes. Don't come up to me and be like, "Yo,
what's your sign, Lo?
What day were you born? What month? What month? What's
crazy is like they have like websites and they'll show them like updated information about like what that means, and then they'll connect it to like their horoscope, and they'll be like, "Are we compatible based off of like the day you were born and the stars at the day you were born?" And then like they'll genuinely use that information to guide them in the relationship.
Can you imagine going out on a date with someone, enjoying your time, having a great time, having great moments, laughing, fellowshipping, and at the end of the night you realize
she's a Taurus? What the fuck am I gonna do, man? You know I'm a Cancer, and Tauruses and Cancers don't get along. That's obvious, man.
And they seem like, well, we got along all night.
Yeah, like this whole night.
No, the stars were off. That's why we got along. But tomorrow we're not gonna get along. Lose my number.
I need to start approaching just trivial things like that. Like, I'm gonna start applying that logic in different areas of my life and just see where it takes me. Because
that's ridiculous. Because half of the stuff that they sit there and say, "Oh, you're a Cancer. Oh yeah, you're definitely Cancer." It's the same characteristic traits that anybody
They just say shit that they think you're gonna want to hear, so that you agree with it and you believe in its validity.
Exactly. Yo, tell my fellow queens out there, stop doing that, yo.
It be guys too.
Oh, I've never in my life met a man who did that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, not to that extent. But I've met guys who believe in horoscopes. I don't know if they would orient their life based off the values that a horoscope will give them. But
I only know like 3 of them, and and one is just because I'm a Taurus, a Cancer.
Wait, me too. That's probably why we get along the way we get along.
Are you serious?
I'm being for real.
Oh my!
We're both Taurus.
You know what? B Souls is a Taurus as well, and me and B Souls are.
That's probably why I enjoy his videos so much.
Oh my goodness!
Imagine if before you hired somebody, you were like, "All right, so what's your fucking horoscope?" And they gave you the wrong answer. I'll be furious, man. I just did all this work answering the questions.
Oh man.
What a shame.
I wonder what annoying TV is. He might be a Libra. That's why I might not like his videos.
That might be why. I think he cracked the case, Lo.
Oh,
he cracked. The
if he a Libra, man. I can't. So that's it though. Taurus, Libras, and Cancer. Those are the only 3 I know.
There's
those are the only 3 I know. I don't know. I don't follow enough.
Of course, there's.
Oh yeah, that one.
That you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Scorpios, right?
Thing.
Scorpios.
You said,
is that a thing?
I thought you said Scorpions.
No, Scorpio. Okay, well, I'm out of my depth. I don't know this.
Even if it is just Scorpio, there's only one.
Whatever. Fuck it. Hey, thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe.
Big facts.
Drop on the
Know the gang.
I'll cringe with you guys on that one.
Yo, shout out to the people he be hitting me up on my Twitter mention saying. They be saying know the gang. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to the Know the gang out there.
If you guys are listening on Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, thank you. If you're on Apple Podcasts, hey, my bad, I hit my mic. Drop a 5-star. You trying to get like 5 million 5 stars. We trying to beat Joe Rogan, right?
You dreaming pretty high. You dreaming pretty high.
We trying to beat BuzzFeed?
What? They got a podcast?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I was saying, whoa. Yo, BuzzFeed podcast.
Is it NPR? NPR. Oh yeah, NPR is like second or third in the world.
I don't even know what that is.
And like that, like I don't really know what it is too. Is that radio show,
Okay,
bro?
so
And they
it's
do like
cut it out. Don't act like you was about to explain to me.
I don't listen to them. I just know of them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to the pod. It was a little bit of a long one. Next one we have is going to be featuring LeBron James himself. So look forward to that. We're going to catch you guys there then, man. Any last words?
Peace. I don't know how to.
Yeah, just anymore. Bye. Get out of here.
I'm just gonna fade it out the same way I did all the other ones, and then just be done with it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's how we should do it.
Good podcast. See how I'm not sweating no more though?
No, you're still sweating.
I'm not.
You're still sweating.
Am I?
Yeah, you're sweating.
Fuck.